Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a pretty big skincare haul. I have a lot of stuff that has recently come into my house. Some of it I bought, some of it I was gifted. And since you'll be seeing it pop up on the channel, and also because I thought this would be a good opportunity for you guys to share your experiences with some of these brands, let me know what you want reviews on. Let me know what you're most interested in. It's kind of an opportunity to take a temperature check. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. As always, check the down bar for links to all my social media platforms. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. You know you want to. If you're not new here, hey, what's up? How's your mama doing? Come find me on Patreon, and let's just get started. So there is some medical grade skincare, there's some K-beauty, and there are some devices. Everything I'm going to show you guys today, I'm going to speed through. I'll let you know if I paid for it or if it was gifted. And hopefully this video is not 975 hours long. I will try to leave some timestamps so you can fast forward to what part you're most interested in. I think I'll start off with the K-beauty box because it is the biggest. Here she is. All of this was gifted to me from Yes Style. I'm going to start off with the sheet mask. You guys know that there's not a K-beauty haul in the world without sheet mask. This is the Beauty of Josan Centella Asiatica Calming Mask. I've wanted this one for a really long time because somebody on YouTube, I wish I could remember who did it, did kind of a challenge or an experiment where they wanted to see how their skin handled a sheet mask every day for a month or a week. I can't remember how long it was. It was a while. But they chose this one in particular, and they talked a lot about the benefits of Centella Asiatica. It was the first time I ever heard of the ingredient, and they said this one in particular was really gentle, really great for any time use, and I was just curious, and it's been on my wish list ever since I saw that video. But real quick, can we discuss how this is easily the most beautiful, I don't know why I think this is so beautiful, but I do. The most beautiful sheet mask packaging I've ever seen. It's so pretty to me. Like I almost just like want to frame one of these and put it on my wall. Don't judge me, I'm not weird. But yeah, I haven't tried these yet. Can't wait to. Dying to. Don't even want to open them though, they're so pretty. I'm very conflicted. This one has been on my list for a long time as well. This is the Benton Snail Bee High Content Mask Pack. My kid was with me when this box came in and she was going through everything and she was like, snail bee? What's a snail bee? Like she thought it was just the funniest thing ever. I have been using Snail Mucin for about, not a year, maybe like 9-10 months in my skincare. I love the Cosrx Snail Mucin. I bought the Cosrx Snail Cream. I like Snail Mucin. It's a great ingredient. My skin loves it. So basically this guy has some camellia leaf extract water. It has bee venom and the Snail Mucin. Haven't tried this either. It just has always appealed to me. Just anything with Snail Mucin in it, I'm probably going to buy. There's actually another Snail Mucin product in here anyway. So if you guys have experience with either one of these sheet masks or masks you recommend more, dupes, whatever, let me know. Both of these products were recommended, if you will, to me by Pinsmith Skincare here on YouTube. I've talked about her in the past. She's one of my favorite skincare influencers. She's a master esthetician. She's freaking gorgeous. Can we just talk about how stunning she is? And she talked about these, and I wanted to try them. So the first one is the Isntree TW Real Bifida Ampule, and this is supposed to be a dupe for the Estee Lauder Night Repair, I think that's the one, and the Lancome Genifique. I've heard this compared to both of those. I don't really like Sephora skincare. Here's why, real quick. I tried so much Sephora skincare for such a long time. You guys just don't, you have to take my word. Years. I spent thousands of dollars on it, trying to get something to clear my skin, to help my skin. Nothing helped. It was super expensive and it did absolutely nothing. Now the packaging is beautiful, the branding is beautiful, it smells great, sure. But it didn't do anything. However, at one point I was using the Lancome Genifique serum and I did see some benefits to it. I just thought it was so expensive and I was never going to pay for it again in my life. Penny recommended this. Side note, how lucky are you that your name is Penny? You were just cute from the word go. It's ridiculous. But yeah, this is a highly functional ampule containing highly concentrated bifidobfermate lysate and triple peptide to firm up skin. That's like basically the active ingredient here is bifidobfermate lysate. It's just a serum. Side note, this packaging is just, I love when they bust out a glass bottle on me. Like, thank you very much. I have used this several times. I've had no adverse reactions to it in the form of a breakout. So far I'm really enjoying it, but it's a little too soon for me to tell you overall if I think it's a dupe or a must have or whatever, but I haven't bought a serum that didn't come from a medical grade skincare line in so long, and Penny just spoke so highly of this, so I wanted to try it. And the next one is the Isntree Green Tea Fresh Toner. I don't think she necessarily recommended this exact product, but she has been talking a lot about green tea. I mean, this has been a pretty popular ingredient, especially in K-beauty, for about a year now. But she was talking about the effects of green tea in conjunction with LED light therapy. And as you'll see later in this video, I got a new LED device. So I definitely wanted to test out green tea with the LED. That's really what this is about. But obviously, if I use this regularly, there's still benefits to the green tea. It's just supposedly the word on the street, and Penny said it, so to me it's true. Green tea like doubles the efficacy of red light therapy, something like that. I have a loose understanding of the situation, but not well enough to try to quote it directly, so I will link her information about that below. I think this guy is pretty popular, really well loved in the K-beauty space in general, and that is the Neogen Real Ferment Micro Essence. Again, gave me a glass bottle. It's just luxe. It's beautiful. It's too soon to tell. All this stuff is basically too soon to tell, with a couple of exceptions, but I have enjoyed using it. Really hydrating on the skin, feels amazing. My skin goes basically normal to dry. Considering how greasy I am, that's amazing. It gets pretty normal to dry in the winter. So I'm enjoying adding extra layers of hydration into my skin, and I can definitely feel that deep hydration with this one, but it's early. So far, so good. We're just getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? We're not quite at the third date yet, if you know what I mean. I have been using the same cleanser and moisturizer nonstop since about March. I haven't changed it up, and it's just been the CeraVe Daily Moisturizer and the CeraVe Foaming Cleanser. I love both. They've worked great, and that's why I haven't switched away from them, but I want to try other things to see how I feel. So I picked up 3 moisturizers. The first is from Hyaluronic. Am I saying that correctly? This is the Beta Glucan Daily Moisture Cream, and I love this stuff, you guys. I have not felt the need to experiment with a lot of moisturizers because there's just a big difference between hydrators and moisturizers. I do like this one a lot. It works really well. It feels amazing on the skin. It feels like my skin is taking a huge gulping drink of water, and especially right now, I don't know why I feel the need to do like especially right now, my skin really needs it because it is feeling a little bit more dry. I don't even know what made me pick this one up because I don't recall anyone talking about it before. It just looked really good, and I'm glad I was right. This one I have heard tons about. This is the Dear Claire's Fundamental Water Gel Cream. This thing is really popular, especially with people who are more oily. Now, I am not oily right now, as I aforementioned, so I'm wondering if this guy might be better suited to those warmer months when your girl becomes a greasy little oil bomb, but this is interesting. Like, it says it in the title what it is. The consistency is so interesting. It's not like a thick kind of emollient type of moisturizer. It very much so is runny, hence the gel cream kind of thing. I like the way it feels. It hasn't broken me out. It's a really nice product. I just don't know if, like, at this time of year when I'm looking for that deeper dose of hydration, if this is the guy that's going to do it. But I don't have any complaints at the same time. I'm just telling you, all this stuff, we're still figuring it out. We're still figuring it out. And the last moisturizer, I just kind of liked the idea of this. This is the Sun by Me AHA, BHA, PHA 30 Days Miracle Cream. Right in the title, we know what this thing has. It has AHA, which is alpha hydroxy acid, BHA, which is beta hydroxy acid, and PHA. PHA is polyhydroxy acid, which apparently is a good acid for more sensitive skin if like BHA and AHA are too much. So this is all 3, and it also has Centella, which, as I mentioned in the sheet mask portion of the video, is really good at calming and soothing. So this just seemed like a really cool product. It's real cool customer here. The one thing about this that is a little bit odd is it kind of smells like toothpaste. I really wasn't expecting that, but I do like it. I love the way it feels on the skin. Haven't tried it long enough to know if it's like game-changing amazing, but I have noticed, I will say this, since I started trying different moisturizers, and especially since I started putting more essences and toners into my routine, which I was not doing as consistently, the tone of my skin, the kind of bounce of it, it just looks a lot better. It says types of results that are hard to go screaming from a mountaintop about because to the naked eye, you probably wouldn't notice the difference either way unless I told you, but I really like all this stuff because I'm seeing some changes. I am a little bit. I have 2 cleansers. Like I said, I haven't been trying new cleansers at all lately. This is the Cosrx, which is a brand I love. Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. I picked this up because it looked really enticing to me. Just, I don't know, I like Cosrx, and I know everyone talks about pH in their skincare, and I actually watched a video from, I think her name is Kelly Driscoll. She's like a K-beauty lawnmower man, or woman, as it were. I love her channel. You guys should check her out. I'll link her down below. But she actually came out and said, like, hey man, like, Cosrx, we see you. This is cool, I guess, but like, you're just taking over the marketing hype right now with this low pH business. And I'm not educated enough in this space to say my opinion on that. I do know I like this. Kelly is a little bit more dry, I think considerably drier than I am, and she was not a fan of this particularly. She felt like it was okay, but it wasn't as hydrating as she liked. This works okay for me. So if you're in the normal area, this is nice. It doesn't feel stripping. I really enjoy using it, and I like that it's called Good Morning because that's when I tend to use it, is in the morning. I really, really love it. Next is the Ionic Centella Bubble Cleansing Foam. I picked this up. You guys are going to laugh at me. You guys, honestly, I'm starting to feel like a YouTube cover artist. Like, I don't come up with my own shit. I just try what everybody else says, and then I report back to you. Harush, you guys know I love her. She did a video talking about, is either her favorite products or her skincare routine. I don't know. It's all running together. Anything she says, I'm just like, yeah, whatever you say, girl. She did a video talking about taking off her makeup, and she said, girl, I take it to a 3rd cleanse. Let me tell you what. And I was like, you know what? I like the sound of that. So I actually picked this up for a 3rd cleanse, meaning I want to go in with my balm or gel cleanser, oil cleanser, remove the makeup, go in with that double cleanse action, and we're going to take it on home for a 3rd time. Because I don't know, you guys, I mentioned this in my last video, but I am learning that I think a lot of my skincare issues I have been dealing with, this is so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed to say this, has come from me not cleaning my skin thoroughly enough. I'm not getting everything off, and it's clogging my pores because I'm oily. So this is great on its own. I love to use it in the morning, you know, when I'm really not trying to go in with a full-blown let me wash the skin because I'm feeling a little sensitive. Again, this, I don't know if I even said what this was. This is the Centella Bubble Cleansing Foam because maybe my skin's feeling a little dry, a little stripped. The Centella is, again, a great ingredient for that. And it's really gentle for that morning cleanse because some people argue that you shouldn't cleanse in the morning. I've seen evidence to suggest either way is good depending on who you are. But also, I got it for that 3rd cleanse. So like today when I have full beat on, I'll do my 1st cleanse, my double cleanse, and then for good measure, I'll do it one more time. And since it's so gentle, I don't have any reservations about this. So Suntella, I'm learning, is one of my favorite ingredients up there with snail mucin. 3 more things and we will move on. This is the Galactico Niacin 97 Power Essence. This is the first niacinamide product I am bringing into my house. Is that true? Yes. Everybody be talking about it, say it's great for lightening hyperpigmentation. Me personally, vitamin C has been the most effective in that realm, which we'll get into momentarily. Side note, sorry if I'm talking so quick. I just drank some caffeine right before I sat down. But yeah, this is the Galactico Niacin 97 Power Essence. I've used a little bit of it. Still too early to say if I'm seeing huge results from this alone. I like the way it feels on the skin. It's hydrating in and of itself. It's got that galactomyces fermate filtrate in it and 5% niacinamide. Penny said, I feel like I've heard her say before that if your skin is having a hard time dealing with niacinamide, it could be the percentage that you're using, and she was recommending under 10%. So that's part of what called me to this, is my skin can be very reactive to ingredients. It took me years to find a vitamin C that would work, which we'll get into in a minute. So I wanted to start off with something a little bit lower in terms of that, but I have been enjoying this. The only thing is, this kind of trips me out because every time I look at it, I think it's a serum because of the nature of the bottle, but it's actually an essence. Last 2. This is the, Mizon. This is the Mizon. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Snail Repair Eye Cream. There's that ingredient again. I love it. I know. There are so many opinions about eye creams. I've heard it all, okay? I'm not saying that anyone's wrong because it stands to reason absolutely perfectly that eye creams are absolutely no different than your other skincare ingredients, and you should be able to put them underneath the eye and see the same benefits. I get it, true. I still like to use them sometimes though, particularly when I'm about to film. But yeah, I'm starting to notice, which I'll get into momentarily, I've said for years on my channel that I don't have any wrinkles, and I didn't until very recently. I'm talking like in the past 3 months. I'm starting to see that I'm getting those fine lines. All those things I've heard my friends and everyone else talk about for a long time, I'm finally starting to see it. And it's scaring me a little bit. So I'm just trying to add that extra dose of hydration to the eye area. I know it's just a nice bonus to have and it's not mandatory. Don't judge me. But I love this thing so far because of the friggin' snail mucin, I guess. One thing I like about it that I didn't realize was an issue for me was my eyelids were apparently dry. Sometimes you don't realize an issue until it goes away. I put this all over my eye and I started just rubbing it on my eyelid. I don't know why. And then the next day I would like touch my eyelid and be like, OMG, it's so soft and smooth. Like I didn't realize how dry they were until I got this. So I don't know if that's necessarily just because of this product, but I just love snail mucin and it's kind of the shit. So that's maybe what it is. Lastly, but not leastly, this is the Carnell Berry Lip Night Mask. I heard about this from Penny again. She was talking about kind of a dupe for the Laneige sleeping mask, which I bought a couple of years ago, used the whole thing up, really enjoyed it. But the testament for me always becomes, am I going to buy it again though? Are we repurchasing? And I didn't. I didn't repurchase it. I just used my regular Aqua 4. It was a nice to have, not a need. But yeah, I picked this guy up because why not? It just was supposed to be a dupe. Now, there is a difference to me. The main difference is you get kind of this waxy kind of aftertaste to it. It's not the end of the world. I just didn't experience that with the Laneige. But other than that, I really can't tell a difference. So you obviously do not have to have a lip sleeping mask. I kind of think sleeping masks in general, a little bit of a marketing term in some cases, but I do like this. I like the fact that, you know, when I'm sitting around the house and I have like a no makeup day, I can put this on and it's doing something for my lips, but it looks like I have a little bit of lip gloss on, just a little something, you know what I'm saying? Just a little something. Next, let's move on to the medical grade skincare, if that is what you are into. I got some stuff from Truth Treatment and Osmosis because those are my two favorite brands, and I'll get into why momentarily. But first, I want to start off with the Truth Treatments bundle I recently picked up in collaborations with Brianna Stanko, girl, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong every time. Brianna Stanko used to be the owner of Premier Look. I don't know if she's affiliated any longer, and I just want Premier Look to hear it from me. I've been buying from y'all for a long time. You should probably consider this. People going to follow her. So keep that in mind. Wherever she goes and whatever business venture she takes on, that's where I'm going for my medical grade skincare needs now. So I just wanted to show love, support her. She's been extremely helpful for my skin personally. I've learned a lot about it and seen so many results from products that she recommended. And the first time I ever heard of Truth Treatments was from her. And it's been literally one of the most game-changing products I've ever brought into my life. You've heard me talk about it before. We gonna talk about it again. So she recently did a collab with them. She does them bi-monthly, I think, where they kind of put out these bundles. And the one that they put out recently really called to me for Christmas time because it was kind of like an at-home facial vibe, which we'll get into more of that stuff in a minute. But I was just intrigued. I was very interested. So it was this kit that you see right here, and then also their sheet mask, which I will talk about momentarily. So all this was like $175, $180, which sounds expensive, but this is worth every single pretty penny, please believe. So I'll quickly walk you through what's in this bundle. I don't know if it's for sale anymore, but I will link it down below if it is. The first thing is the Truth Treatments. I've obviously been using this guy right here. This is the Truth Treatments Peppermint Salicylic Cleanser. Did not think I would like this. I thought I would wake up and use this in the morning and be way too cold because it's freezing and hate it, but I was wrong. I enjoy this so much. It's almost like wakes you up in a way, and I feel like it really does. As much as I'm kind of not a believer, I'm not gonna lie, not the biggest believer in this idea that when it comes to ingredients, you should want them in your cleanser so much as you should want them elsewhere because you just rinse it right off your skin. That's kind of why I haven't been a big proponent of trying tons of cleansers in the past 10 months. But I love this. Like I'm in. I'll buy it. I'll buy a full size when I run out of this. I truly enjoy it. The next thing in here is the AHA Energizing Mineral Exfoliator. I see huge differences in my skin when I have a retin-A or retinol in conjunction with some sort of acid, AHA or BHA toner in my routine. I've been using the Zeo Skincare Biomimetic pads for, a year? I don't know. It's been a long time. Love them. They're so great, but I wanted to try something new, and this already was in the box, so I figured I'd give her a whirl. I have used this a few times, 4 or 5 times. Not enough times for me to be like, oh, this is the new one. I'm getting rid of my Obagi. But I haven't used Obagi since I got this, and yet my skin's been pretty clear. I've had good experiences. It's not sensitizing. It's just beautiful, like friggin' everything Ben Fuchs makes. And side note, Ben Fuchs is the creator of this line, if I didn't already say. Next is the multi-fruit acid light. So this is the actual facial ingredient, if you will. We're gonna go in and we're gonna exfoliate with this guy. And chemical exfoliation is my preferred method. I really don't do physical almost ever. But I'm really excited to try this. I haven't yet because, as I mentioned, did I mention this yet? Let me go ahead and tell you guys. I had an issue with my skin about a week and a half ago where it was peeling like I've never seen it peel before. And I'm not a peeler. I just don't. I'll get a chemical peel, not see a lot of peeling. I'll use like 0.1% tretinoin. No peeling. I'll have irritation, but no peeling. Just don't peel. And something I did a couple weeks ago, I was being a little aggressive because I had a breakout. I'll admit it. I was being a little aggressive with my skin. The combination of what I did, I was peeling and my skin was irritated and it hurt and it was uncomfortable and I couldn't film. It was not good times. So I haven't tried this yet because I'm still trying to give my skin a little bit of a break before I move on with more harsh exfoliant. But keep in mind what I just said about this peeling stuff because some stuff in this collection really saved my skin during that time. The next thing is the vitamin C brightening solution. If you guys have never tried Truth Treatment's vitamin C, you're messing up. In fact, I actually have on the way, it's just not here today to put in the haul, I rebought the Truth Serum and I rebought the vitamin C Balm from Truth Treatment. Those are the only vitamin C products my skin has ever been able to tolerate. Makes my skin absolutely glowing, radiant, gets rid of my hyperpigmentation like nothing else. If you try nothing else, I would recommend trying those. But anyway, this is the vitamin C brightening solution. Not gonna lie, don't really know what this is supposed to do except be a nice little addition to the facial kind of protocol here. I'm not expecting to see this do for my skin what the other things do. However, it is nice. And then we have the Biomimetic Mineral Mist, which is kind of Ben Fuchs. I don't want to call it the activator to his products, but a lot of his products are really thick. You need the smallest amount. In fact, he sells a little spoon, I should have brought it out here, that actually helps you dose it out correctly because too much of it, A, who the hell can afford that? And B, you don't want to use too much of any extremely powerful actives like that. So this is basically used to kind of help spread these ingredients across your skin, and the actual minerals in his products like this are very hydrating, very healing, very soothing. He really approaches skincare like almost like medicine. Like it should be healing and repairing the skin. So in here, remember what I was telling you about the peeling? 2 products in this kit changed that for me. Literally made it go away immediately. And I had been trying to combat it for days until this stuff came in the mail. So the first one is the Truth Treatment's Omega-6 Healing Cream. This is one of his cold products I've heard about forever. But I just didn't really feel drawn to it for some reason. And I am forever changed and will buy this forever and ever. Amen. But it's just truthfully what it sounds, what it sounds like. It is a healing cream. And the night that this stuff came in the mail, in conjunction with something else I'll talk about in a minute, I slathered this with the Biomimetic Mineral List. I was reasonable about it. On my skin, next day, peeling, done. And now every time I do my retinol or my tretinoin, I put this guy with it and my skin handles it so much better. If you have acne prone skin, or if you're being aggressive with anti-aging and you're anti-aging, can we change that phrase too? Side note, can you guys give me a better word for that? I don't like that term. You're probably using things like retinol, retin-A, AHAs, blah, blah, blah. And your skin can, as I just said, get really, really sick of it, quite frankly. And this is what you need. It will help you so much. And the last thing in this box is the Truth Treatment's Cooling Mask. Really haven't tried this yet because I intend to use it in conjunction with the multi-acid fruit, kind of facial. But this is basically to hydrate, soothe, calm, heal, protect, love on the skin, like most of what his products do. So I love this set. Like I said, I don't know if they're selling it anymore, but if it is, I'll link it down below. Remember how I said there was 2 products from Truth Treatments that help with the peeling? This is the other one. This is their new Electrolyte facial mask. I used this the second it came in the mail. The second I saw this, I put it on when my skin was peeling. And that was the first thing that really helped it, because I had been doing like moisturizing, hydrating serums, anything I could do to try to calm my friggin' skin down. Nothing was working. And this immediately did it. It immediately made my skin so soothed and hydrated that the physical appearance of the peeling had stopped. It looked like my skin had just healed itself. It was crazy. The effects of that, I don't know how long it would have lasted if my skin would have gone back to peeling the next day, because I had that omega-6 cream and it helped even more. But these are great. These are amazing. If you are a person who gets like laser done, who gets chemical peels regularly, who does aggressive shit to their skin, get these. Lastly but not leastly, from True Treatment, this is the Hyaluronic Mineral Hydrator. I ran out of my HA5 from SkinMedica, who is a brand that I love. They're just so expensive. And I just didn't know if I wanted to repurchase the HA5. Some people cannot take hyaluronic acid. I know that. I can. My skin loves it. So you're going to have to kind of do your own research and figure that out for yourself. But I didn't know if I was willing to spend that much money again, especially because this one from Truth Treatments, which is a brand that I just think does no wrong, basically, was only like 50, 60 bucks, and HA5 is like 200. I don't know, something like that. So testing this bad boy out, too early to tell, but so far no complaints. 2 products from Osmosis. Then we'll move on to the devices, and then I gotta get out of here. This is the Osmosis Rescue and the Osmosis Stem Factor. You guys have heard me talk about both these products before if you've been watching my channel for any length of time. They are the 2, I don't want to say most important steps in my skincare routine, but my skin acts different when I don't use it and not in a way I like. So the Stem Factor is basically my growth factor serum. Again, with SkinMedica, I did the TNS Essential Serum for the duration of the bottle. Liked it, thought it was just fine, but growth factors are something that are more preventative than anything, but also it's something you have to do for a long time to see results, like several bottles. And I just couldn't justify another bottle of that stuff. It was like $300, way too rich for my blood. This is the Osmosis Stem Factor. It feels great on the skin. It's a beautiful product, and I can afford to replace this one. So that's honestly what that's all about. But if you guys are interested in adding growth factors into your treatment plan for your skin, this one is great because it is not human or animal derived, it's plant derived, if you're interested in that kind of thing. Also, it's oncology approved, so overall I think this is just superior. This is the Rescue Epidermal Repair Serum. This is something I do not have the vocabulary to really articulate the benefits of this. You'll have to maybe check some links down below, but from what I understand, this is like an oxygenating product. It's supposed to help get oxygen into your skin barrier, which has got a host of benefits from what I gather. The other benefits of it is it's really great for people who are acneic, and it's really great at like making your pores itty bitty. And I have found all of those things to be true. My skin heals breakouts faster. It doesn't break out as much. It's a lot less prone to it, and pores be tight. So love this stuff. They're always in the rotation. They're not the most exciting products in the world. I mean, they are to me, but I use them all the time and I love them. Okay, all of these devices I was gifted. The Omnilux Contour. This is an LED face mask, and if you watch my video where I talked about my bougie purchases of 2020, the light stem was on there, and I really didn't have the best, I mean, I like it, but I really did not have the best experience using it often because it's just this little wand that you have to move around the face, and it takes forever, and not everybody has time for that. So I wanted a face mask, and there's other reasons that this one called to me. And when I talk about this in a future video, I will get more into it. But I mentioned the green tea toner and using it with LED light. So I'm excited to see these two work together. I got this in the mail just yesterday, so I don't have a whole lot to say about it, except I already enjoy the ease of use that it offers. It comes with like a remote. Like, stop it. Can you see it? The lights? Can you tell? Okay, yeah, here they are. Woo! So this thing is cool. Period dot astronaut. So excited to use it and see the benefits of it. This is the W Skin Aqua Facial Device. This is an at-home hydrofacial device. And I don't know if you guys have ever had a hydrofacial before. I love mine. I get mine at Bella Med Spa here in Tennessee. I will link them down below if you're in the area. They are incredible. And it's the only kind of facial I will spend my money on. Now, I like the idea of going into one and having someone rub my face and all that shit. Sounds great. But ultimately, I just want you to make my skin look bomb. And hydrofacials do that. I had to try this. So it has these 2 chambers. I haven't used it yet because I aforementioned the skin peeling thing, trying to give my skin a break. It works just the same way the other ones do, essentially. You know, you have your solution, and then the other chamber, you will see all the goo and gunk that comes out of your face. I would love to do like a full-blown balls to the wall, high maintenance AF facial routine with this guy and the LED mask, like the whole thing. If you guys want to see that, let me know, but you will hear me review this because I am terribly interested in it for the sheer fact that we're in a position right now where getting services and treatments like facials are not the safest thing in the world. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, do what you want to do, but a lot of people are trying to be cautious in that respect. And also, I just love skincare devices. I can't say it enough. So, oh, not to mention, if this thing does work, even a portion of as well as a hydrofacial. Hydrofacials are like $150 a pop. So let's say you wanted to get one every month. That shit adds up. And if this can give you decent results, then maybe you don't have to do that. I don't know. That's my logic. This is the Nira at-home laser, and I'm excited about this because, as I said earlier in the video, I am starting to see those fine lines and wrinkles that I have been bragging about for so long not having. Well, I'm getting them now, girl. I've only used this once so far. Way too early to tell. I believe it takes about 3 months to see the results with this. But considering doing things to the eye area, I'm not ready to get filler there. I'm not ready to get Botox there. I thought I would see how I dealt with something like this. And if I enjoy the results, then maybe I don't have to go down that avenue. So yeah, Nira at-home laser. Like I said, I have used it once and it was quick and it was easy. And that is what I look for in devices that require consistent use to see the results. Because if it takes too long, girl, I just don't have time for that. So excited, much excited. Are you still with me? Did you fall asleep? Are you annoyed as shit by how hyper I am? It's okay if any of those things are true right now. But yeah, that is all I have. As always, I like it to the patrons. We had a live stream the other day. It was so good. It's always so good. And there's a little more people in there than we normally have. I've switched over to doing them just on Saturdays, I think, as it seems like the turnout's a little better. But I don't know, girl. We get in there and we talk about our feelings and any number of things, honestly. Like, I don't even know what to tell you to expect if you join the Patreon and hang out in the live streams, but I've had so many people in there tell me that it's just like we're like friends, we're homies. Like, that's our community, our true blue sisterhood, and I invite you to join. I hope you will. Other than that, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Check the down bar for links to all my social media platforms, and the next time you see me, hopefully I am not this incessantly bubbly, but who knows. Bye.